Today the students are quite few, right? Okay, now mind, we will continue. All right, okay, I think they might join in a while, right? Okay. So far we have seen like three papers, right? Okay, paper one, which is reading and use of English. Paper two, writing, which we have looked in depth for 3 weeks, right? Okay, because it's the most hardest paper, right? Okay, and last week we were focusing on speaking, and I believe you all got a clear picture. But today we will just touch on speaking a little bit, right? Okay, just to give like a better understanding, and after that we will move to paper four, which is listening. Um, this listening will take some time, right? Okay, because like I said before, right? Okay, listening is a skill that normally is being abandoned in most of the schools, right, in institution and everything. But um, I think they can't do that anymore, right? Because most of the major English exams, right? Okay, so listening is a part of a paper, right? Okay, so I think I mentioned this, right? Okay, if you're going to do a Cambridge exam, right? Okay, there will be a listening paper. If you were to do this SPM just this year, right? Okay, they have introduced this listening, right? Okay, listening and speaking, right? Okay, so when you are talking about MUET, right, Malaysian University English Test, so you have to do this listening, right? Okay, and the same thing goes with what do you call this, IELTS, International English Language Testing System, right? Okay, so you have listening as well, right? Okay, so basically it's a skill that being abandoned, right? Okay, but it's a very important skill, right? Okay, if you cannot listen properly and you won't understand what is going on, right? Okay, in order to answer somebody's question, first of all you have to listen. Only then you can answer, right? You can respond appropriately, right? Okay, so that's why listening is very, very important, right? Okay, so since it's a skill that normally not focused, right, in most of the schools, right? Okay, uh, you all may find it very difficult, right? Okay, apart from writing, like the other skill that I always receive complaint from students saying that it's very difficult, of course, listening, all right? Okay, I know speaking, students tend to be nervous, but actually speaking is all about the content, right? Okay, but the students normally they are nervous about their pronunciation, their fluency, their like control of the language, right? Okay, mastery of the language. So they are worried about that. But actually, speaking is always about on point, right? I mean, right, precise to the point. So precise to the point here means like what they are asking you, you just answer them. That's it, right? It's just about expressing yourself, right? That's it, right? Okay. So that is about speaking. But listening, right? Okay, well, there are a lot of process involved, right? Okay, so once we are done with this speaking, right? Okay, we will look into listening, right? Okay, we might take some time to I might take some time to explain on listening, because like I said, uh, you have a very good chance of scoring, right? Okay, but at the same time, it can be a problem for most of the students, right? Okay, listening, right? Okay, let's continue, right, from what we left off last week. So last week we are looking at paper 3, which is speaking. So today what I'm going to do is I just going to give a very quick review, right? Okay, of what we looked last week, and I'm going to play these two videos, right? Okay, one of them I played last week, right? But I will play again so that you guys will be very, very clear, right? And you can see the difference clearly between the average students and the good students, right? So that you know the mistakes that made by the average students, right? Okay, the one that did not make, did not, what do you call this, the mistakes that made by the weak students, and how the good students approach this speaking, right? Okay, so you will realize that actually it's nothing to do with fluency, right? It's all about the way you answer the question. That's it, right? Just it, right? Okay, it's all about your expansion of your, what do you call this, speaking, right? Okay, speech. So whether you make it quick, whether you are, like a bullet train, right? Okay, so that is basically is about, right? Okay, so let's take a look, right? Okay, so before I go and show the video, right? Okay, I would like to just take a look at this, right? Okay, the one that so what we have in the speaking paper, right? Okay, so I'm not going to explain in detail like last week, right? Okay, I'm just going to look at it like a review so that we can quickly go on, right? Okay, and please take note, right? Okay, at certain time when I say that you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to be careful of this one and so on, then you know, right? Okay, what you have to do, right? Okay, all right, so basically, right? Okay, speaking, you have three parts, right? So part one, all right, okay, like I mentioned last week, okay, should be very easy, right? You have two phase into this, right? Okay, the total, right? Okay, session will be for 3 to 4 minutes, right? Okay, where the phase one will be about your name, and where do you come from, and how do you go to school, or how do you come to school, and so on, right? Okay, so this should be something that very easy for you guys, right? Okay, and you should get through this one very quickly, right? Okay, then after that, in the second phase, they will ask you certain question, right? Okay, so here in this case, right, they're asking about daily routine, right? Okay, it could be also about your hobby, it could be about your pastime activity, it could be about your family, it could be about your friends, it could be about your studies, right? Okay, it could be about yourself, right? Basically everything about yourself, right? Okay, so this also you should get through this very quickly, right? Okay, it should not be a problem, right? Okay, all right, so I hope you guys are clear with this part one, right? Okay, so when they ask you a question, right, example, what do you normally do after you wake up, right? Okay, so do not repeat the question, right? Okay, straight away go to the answer. Well, the first thing that I do after I wake up, right? Okay, and another thing is, another suggestion I will give you in this phase, right? Okay, or in any phase, right? Okay, of the speaking exam, please be calm, right? Okay, when you are calm, then only you can compose yourself, right? Composure is very, very, very important when it comes to speaking, right? Okay, because when you're not composed enough, right? Okay, we tend to make mistakes, right? Even though if you are really good, right? Okay, at your pronunciation, at your fluency, at the way you speak and everything, right? Okay, you must have your own style and everything, but when you cannot compose yourself, right? Okay, we tend to make all kind of unwanted mistakes, right? Okay, so you don't want that, right? Don't want that. So my suggestion is, please compose yourself. I know that you guys will be wondering, right? Okay, teacher, it's very easy for you to say, right? But we are the one in the firing line, right? Okay, so only we know the pressure, the stress that we are going through. Guys, believe me, I've been there, done that. And so speaking from my experience, right? Okay, I think I mentioned last week, right? Okay, you must have this certain attitude, right? Okay, of don't care, right? Okay, you must focus at the task at hand, right? Okay, and you see, if you are going to be affected by the examiners, right? Okay, then you are in a big problem, right? Okay, we should not be affected by anyone in this case, right? Anyone, right? Okay, even the people who are close to us, if they, let's say, they are like sitting there and watching you talking, right? Okay, it should not have any impact on you, right? Okay, so you must train yourself to that kind of mode, right? Okay, you have to be in that mood, right? Okay, because otherwise you're going to have problem, right? Okay, so that basically part one is the easiest among the three parts that you're going to have in the speaking, right? Okay, so like I say, part one should not be a problem, right? Okay, should not be a problem, right? Okay, so I'm moving to part two, right? Okay, so part two, right? Okay, so this is one of the key part, right? Okay, in speaking exam, right? Okay, so here you'll be given, like each one of you will be given a topic, right? Okay, where you have to speak about that, right? Okay, for 1 minute, right? Okay, and for this one, right? Okay, this 1 minute, right? Okay, I did give you guys a suggestion that last week that you have to train yourself, right? You have to put a timer, right? Okay, and this is a preparation that, like before you go to exam, right? Before you take this speaking exam, you should do regularly, right? That means time yourself, right? Take a stopwatch, right? Okay, just time yourself for 1 minute, right? Okay, and don't go more than 1 minute, right? Okay, and you see, you train to speak for 1 minute, right? You train to speak for 1 minute, train to speak for 1 minute, right? Okay, then I'm sure you guys will get through that, right? Okay, so the speaking for 1 minute is very important, right? Okay, so here you have to speak for 1 minute, and after that, the candidate B, right? Okay, you'll be asked a question related to that particular topic that was given to your partner, right? Okay, so please be precise, right? Please be precise. So when you are given the, like when they change the role, when you are given the question, it's the same, right? Okay, it's the same. So the key part here is about, right? Okay, so I believe I mentioned last week, right? Okay, example, right? Okay, so this is, let's say, your topic, right? Okay, a family celebration, right? Okay, so talk about a family celebration you had recently, you should say, right? Okay, if you all remember correctly, right? Later we're going to take a look at the video again, right? Okay, but uh, I showed you guys the average students, the weak students, right? How they, like did the speaking exam, right? Where this particular part, when the examiner is asking you to speak for 1 minute, right? Okay, so you see, they basically are using all the information here. Example, what the event was. Oh, what the event was. The event was what you did that. What I did that. Oh, actually, what I did that. If you enjoy yourself, did I enjoy? Yeah, I enjoy myself. Or what family celebration are important in Malaysia? Why family celebration are important? There is no need for you to quote back all those information, right? There is no need whatsoever, right? Okay, so the moment the examiners say that your time starts now, right? Okay, you have to be as general as possible, right? Okay, so what I mean by general here is, right? Okay, a family celebration that I had recently was somewhere in 2019, before the world is turned into chaos, all right? Okay, because of this pandemic, all right? Okay, it was my grandfather's 80th birthday celebration, and basically we were celebrating his birthday, and we were having some fun time together with our family. We were also having some games, and we were also catching up with each other, because it's been a while since we met each other, even though we are family. And basically, I really enjoyed myself there on the day, because it's not too often that you get the opportunity to be with your friends and family and spend times together with them, a quality time together with them, with our busyness, right, with work and studies nowadays, which we can't, the most important thing that we can give someone is time, and that is something that we tend to struggle to give even to our family members. And the fact that I could see all my family members there together in one place under one roof, definitely got me worked out, and I was really excited, and I was really happy. And I also think that family celebrations are really important, in Malaysia, because nowadays we are living in a technological world. People are communicating to technology more compared to the real human beings. And so I think that family celebration is one of the ways to help us to get together with our families and spend quality time with them, and also catch up with them, and strengthen our bond together. So that's all. Thank you. That's it. Okay. So basically, you guys don't need to quote back that particular information. So please remember, the particular information is given to help you, not for you to what the event was, or what the event was. The event was, right? Okay, that is not the time for you to think. That's not the time for you to hesitate. That's not the time for you to like to do anything else, right? Okay, it's basically it's about you have to be prepared, right? You have to be prepared and you have to speak, right? Okay, so this is where students struggle, because you see, teacher, what about if they come up with a topic that we find it difficult, even though if they were to give in information that can help us, but if we are not that familiar, right? Okay, so the first thing guys, girls, right? Okay, compose yourself, right? Okay, don't like overthink, right? The problem with the students is when they see certain things that they do not know, they tend to overthink, and they already been defeated in their mind here, right? Okay, you know why? Because, oh my god, that's it, oh my god, I don't know a single thing, oh my god, that's it, right? Okay, you guys tend to overthink, right? Okay, oh my god, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do, I don't know what I'm gonna speak, like, oh my god, it's total disaster and everything. You see, the moment you come up with all those negative thoughts in your head, your chances of doing something good, like, will be, totally disappearing, right? Okay, so I will suggest, please always be positive. Please always be positive, right? Okay, please be prepared to face whatever it is, right? Okay, that is the attitude that will help you guys in the future, right? Okay, so someone is asking a question, right? Okay, speak in formal English or simple English, can understand them, right? Okay, well, basically, you can speak in any English, right? Okay, but let's say, you see, if you are not that fluent in English, and you see, if you only can speak broken English, hey, well, no problem. There's no pressure for you to try to speak something that you do not know, right? Okay, I understand it's an exam, right? But basically, when people ask you a question, right? Okay, there is no need for you to speak in a formal way. I mean, formal way mean here, you see, let's say, right? Okay, what do you call, the examiner is asking you a question, right? Okay, you cannot speak like this, right? If formal means, let's say very, very formal, right? Okay, let me start from the first part, right? Okay, the first moment they ask me, what is your name? A very good morning, ma'am. Actually, my name is Mutu, right? Okay, you see, you don't need to be too formal, because it will be awkward as well, right? Okay, and because you know why? Just be yourself. Just be yourself. That's it, right? Okay, that's what I always tell everyone. Just be yourself, right? Okay, but that doesn't mean that, like, I'm also saying that you guys can be, like, as though you guys are talking with your friends or anything, right? Okay, it doesn't mean that, right? Okay, it's just that the level of formality, should not be, too much, right? Okay, too much. Okay, the formality, right, should not hinder you, right? Okay, from answering the question. So that what basically it is about, right? Okay, so the thing is here, like, you don't give the attention to the being formal, but you forget what you're supposed to do. What you're supposed to do, you are here for the speaking exam, and when they give you a certain task, such as in the second part here, right, where they will ask you to speak, all right, talk about a family celebration you had recently, right? Okay, you can use this word well, as I remember, you can laugh. You see, this is what I'm saying, being natural, right? Okay, you see, I will not compromise myself, for the sake of, like, oh, this is an exam, oh, I have to be very, very formal, right? Okay, you see, when people are asking me a question, right? Okay, any question, even recently, I think I remember last week, right? Okay, I attended this one, this government meeting. It's a government meeting, right? Okay, it's a government interview, right? Okay, to be, it's a government interviewer, right? To be an officer, right? Okay, so you see, basically, this has formal it gets, right? Okay, so but the problem with me is I can't change myself because, oh, you have to be very formal and everything. No, right? Okay, see, when they were asking me questions, can you introduce yourself and everything, right? Okay, see, I got a habit. My habit is like basically when I speak, right? Okay, I tend to laugh and I be as natural as I can, right? Okay, but I also aware of what, like I need to be formal, but not too much of formal. I don't want to put my entire focus on being formal, but actually I forget who am I. All right, okay. I don't want that, right? Okay, that will be like pretending rather than being yourself, right? Okay, don't need to pretend, just be yourself. All right, okay. Yeah, everyone will be serious, right? Okay, you see, that's why I'm saying, because the examiners, right, they have their own what do you call instructions, so to say. So that means they are not allowed to be very friendly to the what do you call the candidates. All right, okay. So because of that, the students, they think that, oh my god, wow, that the examiners are damn strict and they are like really serious, and you guys also got, like caught with that, and you guys also being very serious. There's no need, right? Okay, you see, humor, I mean, being yourself is always a good thing, right? Okay, in any circumstances, right? Okay, so just be you, right? Okay, let's say example, right? Okay, so this particular question, right? Okay, I talk about a family celebration you had recently, right? Okay, you know what, I will start. Well, the recent family celebration that I had, as far as I can remember, well, I have to say, you see, when I speak, right, I was like, well, and everything. Why I do that, right? By right, if I have to look at the level of formality, then I have to be like a robot. I have to sit like like a tree there, and I should answer the question. The family celebration I recently had was in 2019. It was my grandfather's birthday celebration. It was his 80th birthday celebration. You know, I can be like this also, right? Okay, this is as formal as it gets, right? But guys, we are not robot, right? It's bad enough that, all this technology nowadays, whenever we want to log into something or we want to register to something, it keep asking us, are you a robot? Right? Okay, you all know, right? Okay, it will ask us, are you a robot? Prove that you are not a robot, right? Okay, so it's already bad enough. And if you want to be a robot, right? Okay, I don't know, right? Okay, I will not encourage that, right? Okay, like I say, please have some kind of like naturality, like in the when you are speaking, right? Please be natural, right? Okay, but at the same time, you should know what is the being formal. I mean, you are not talking, hey man, yeah, oh, what's up, oh yeah, I remember, oh the last family celebration was, oh yeah, it was a get together, yo, right? I'm not asking you to talk like that, right? Okay, that is as informal as it gets, right? But you see, even though you are using the word, well, the last, the family celebration I had recently was, I think it was in somewhere in 2019, right? Okay, yeah, right. You see, I'm laughing now, right? Okay, with all the thing that happening with this COVID-19, like we didn't have any opportunity to have any kind of celebration in this case, right? So I have to go back to 2019, right? Okay, and because that is the normal year, I believe, right? Okay, and so yeah, so basically it's like that, right? Okay, please be a little bit, right? Okay, free a bit, right? Don't be too tense, right? Okay, because like I say, guys, it's all about your energy, right? What kind of energy that you are bringing into the room, right? Okay, so if you are bringing a very negative energy, very tensed up, right? You guys are stressed up, you guys are nervous, you see nervous, stressed, tense, right? Scared, right? Okay, you look at the examiner and they are looking so scary, they are looking so strict. See, all this, it just give you a negative vibe, right? Okay, it doesn't give you any positive vibe. So that's why I'm saying when you go there, please at least bring some positive vibe and spread it there, right? Okay, and you have to want to do that, right? You don't expect the examiner to be very friendly toward you, and if they don't even smile at you, you cannot be angry at them, or you cannot ask them, hey, you cannot smile or anything, right? You cannot do that, right? Like I say, they have their own instruction not to engage with the students, other than asking the particular question that they're supposed to ask. All right, okay, so that is basically I'm trying to say to you guys, right? Okay, so you guys no need to be too formal, right? Okay, at the same time, like don't be too informal, right? Okay, somewhere in the middle, right? And the most importantly, be yourself, and please make sure you compose yourself. Composure is very, very, very important, right? Okay, so that what basically you have to do lah, right? Okay, so that is for your part 2, right? Okay, part 2. Once you are done with this part 2, right? Okay, where they will give you these questions, right? Okay, then you will go to part 3, which I will like say that the hardest, right? Okay, like I mentioned last week. Why? Because you guys have to talk with each other, right? Okay, and here you see, here's another reason why I'm telling you guys to be a little bit like just be free a bit, because why, when you are having a conversation with your partner, right? Okay, you can't be too rigid, like you see, let's say, you see now the third part, let's say the third part. Now talk to each other about the reason why people shop online, right? Okay, so they will give you this one, right? They will give you this one, right? Okay, so, right, okay, let's say you guys are sitting like this, right? Okay, so you can't be looking at the examiner and talking, you have to look at each other, right? Okay, you have to look at each other and you make it a conversation. You don't be, if you're too rigid, it'll be like this, why do people shop online? People shop online because I think for better prices. What do you think about it, right? Okay, this is not the way, right? Okay, please be comfortable with your partner, right? Okay, and be friendly, right? Okay, I mean, you start, right? Okay, so you see, sometimes when you do that, right, your like energy will rub on like your partner, right? Okay, so if both of you being very rigid, like, oh my god, you guys are in for a disaster, right? Because who going to like talk and everything, right? Okay, so you have to do that, right? Okay, like I say, right? Okay, here basically, if you look at why do people shop online, right? Okay, the question that asks is, do we need to cover all the points or just talk some of the points, right? Okay, basically, if you look at here, right? Okay, there are two of you, right? Okay, and here you look at, there are 6 points here, right? Okay, so in this case, I will say that you can separate this to 3 to 1 of you, another 3 to 1 of you, right? Okay, but if you think that, let's say you see a point there, right? Okay, and you are not so sure about that particular point, right? Okay, and let's say you don't know what to say about it, and then you can avoid that particular point. It's not a must, all right? But at least if they have 6 points there, right? Okay, at least you have to speak 2 points. Don't just talk only on 1 point. Then it's not advisable, right? Okay, if possible, if you have 3, you have 6, right? Okay, if you divide between 2, it would be 3, right? 3 is still okay, it's still okay, right? Okay, for a conversation for 2 minutes, right, where you guys will be talking to each other, isn't it? Right? Okay, it should be okay. But let's say they give you a topic and they gave you, right, okay, 8 points. If you have to divide that equally between you two of you, then each one of you will have 4, right? Okay, and that will definitely exceed the time. So in that case, I will still say that you can go for 3 or go for 2, right? But do not go for 1. 1 is too short, right? 1 is too short, right? Okay, and it also depends, right? Okay, even though if you are taking 3 points, but let's say, why do people shop online? Because it's convenient. Yeah, it's very convenient, very, very convenient. The next one, I think better prices. Yeah, like online, so many better prices. It's also time saving, you know. Oh, it saves a lot of timing. If this is how you're going to talk, right? Okay, guys, no matter how many points you take, it's not going to be helpful for you. That means when you talk about it, you elaborate, right? You give certain examples, right? Okay, then, right? Okay, even if you were to take 1 point, if you are able to give a lot of example and everything, it won't be enough. But I will suggest you guys to take 2 points. Talk about at least 2 points, right? Okay, if you guys don't want to talk about, teacher, we don't want to divide into three la, teacher, is it possible we just take about 2 and he talk about 2, right? Okay, fine, no problem, right? Okay, it's not, there is not a rule saying that, oh, you have to speak about all the points. There's no such thing as that, right? Okay, so that one you can be rest assured, right? Okay, okay, so that is basically the first part of it, right? Okay, then when they ask you to decide together, right? Okay, so you see, you have to come up with a decision, and if you guys can agree with each other, then you guys can just tell them. If you guys cannot agree with this each other also, you don't need to, you know, like convince each other, you know. If you, let's say your partner is not agreeing with you whatever you are saying, right? Okay, and you also find it very hard to, you know, like to agree to whatever he is saying, right? Okay, so then you come to an agreement that, you know, like you guys cannot agree with each other, right? Okay, so you tell that, right? You tell that basically that's what you have to tell, right? If you could agree, then you tell what you agree on. If you couldn't agree, then you say that unfortunately we couldn't come out with the agree. And why you couldn't come out with the agree? Because, oh, I felt that, you know, like the main reason people shop online is convenient. But my friend here, he thinks that the main reason why people, you know, shop online is for time saving, right? Okay, so, well, we couldn't come to an agreement, right, on this one, because I still believe that convenient is being the first factor, the most important factor, all right, the vital factor in why people shop online. But right, okay, in his opinion, he thinks that, you know, like is time saving. So we couldn't come out with the agreement, right? Okay, that's it. Okay, so you just say that, and after that they will ask you another question, right? Okay, you know, example, we've been talking about why people shop online. Let's hear your opinion on in what way does advertising on social media influence people buying behavior, right? Okay, so what does advertising on social media influence people buying behavior, right? Okay, of course, you know, advertising plays a major part, right? Okay, I should just give a very short answer. I don't need to talk a lot, right? Okay, this one will be a very short one, right? Okay, so of course, advertising plays a major part. It doesn't matter whether it's in television, you know, like a radio, right? Okay, visual, not visual, right? Okay, and in social media, right? Okay, definitely advertising, right? Okay, as a whole, right? Okay, it plays, you know, like it has a major influence on people buying, right? Okay, what they don't need, right? Okay, you see, what does this advertisement, right? Okay, do is simple. It just influence people to buy something that they don't need, something that they don't need. Actually, it's not a necessity. It's just something that you just buy for the sake of buying it, right? Okay, that's it, right? Okay, so you just say that, right? Okay, so that will be the end, right? Okay, so now let me play the audio, right? Okay, so first of all, I will play the video of this VIC students, right? Okay, so their result for this, the one that you're going to watch, they got band 1 and band 2. That's quite low, right? Okay, so you watch carefully, right? You watch carefully, and I want you guys to let me know later, right? Okay, I'll ask you, right? What are the mistakes that you guys notice, right? Okay, you tell me, right? And I also will tell you, right? Okay, what are the things? Okay, because only then you guys will know what to avoid, right? And everything, right? Okay, so when you already make that notes, okay, when I show you guys later, when I show you guys the good ones, then you can tick, wow, yeah, they do this, they do this, they do this, they do this, and this. So you will have a clear idea, right, what to avoid and what to do, right? Okay, the do's and don'ts, right? Okay, all right, just hold on for a while. Let me stop this one. Let me play the audio, I mean the video.
Good morning. I'm
Morning.
Puan Alawia, and this is my colleague, Puan Nosha Zwani. She'll just listen to us. What's your name?
My name is Farid.
Okay, and what about you? What's your name?
My name Muhammad Farhad.
All right, thank you. Farid,
Hmm.
where do you live?
I live Putrajaya Persin 9.
Okay, and Farhan, where do you live?
I live at Dengkil.
All right. Now I'm going to ask you about your daily routine. Farid, what do you normally do after you wake up?
After I wake up, I wash my face and that's it.
Okay. Farhan, what do you normally do after you wake up?
I wash my face and take a shower.
All right. Farid,
Hmm.
what do you usually do after coming back from school?
Coming back of school. I think I just sleep, and before I sleep, I wash my face again.
Okay, thank you. And Farhan, what do you do on weekends?
On weekend, I will play football at the evening.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay.
In this part of the test, I'm going to give each of you a topic, and I'd like you to talk about it on your own for about a minute. You also need to answer a question briefly about your partner's topic. Farid, it's your turn first. Here's your task. I'd like you to talk about a family celebration you had recently. First, you have some time to think about what you're going to say. All right?
Okay.
You may start now.
Okay. Family celebration. Family apa ni? Celebration event. I think family celebration I can do event like happy birthday, celebrate the happy birthday. For example, I do the celebrate my sister happy birthday, and and who were there? Have my brother, have my sister, have my father, my mother, and my sister. Then uh, I did I singing the song like happy birthday to you like that. And then and then I enjoy with myself because when we celebrate together with our family, we can make a strong relationship between us.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Farhan, what was the last celebration you had?
I went to Vietnam with my father.
Okay. Did you have a good time?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Can I have the booklet, please?
Okay.
Now, Farhan, here's your task. I'd like you to talk about a person you admire. First, you have some time to think about what you're going to say. Okay, you may start now.
The most person that I admire is Cristiano Ronaldo. He look like he has a mustache, curly hair, and looks so handsome. And I admire his because he pro playing football, pro dribbling, then can score goal from any side. I like to see his at stadium, and I hope I can get a photo with her. Okay, that's all.
Okay, thank you. Farid, who do you admire?
My admire. I don't understand what I mean.
Who do you like?
Oh, okay. I like my sister
Why?
because my sister, uh, my sister, mm, my sister good in education, uh, and she good in sport. She uh, playing at Sukma like that.
All right, thank you so much. Can I have the booklet, please?
Thank you.
Now, I'd like you to talk about something together for about 3 minutes. The task will have 2 parts. In the first part, you will discuss something with each other for about 2 minutes. Then, in the second part, you will have another minute to make a decision together. All right?
All right.
Now, let's begin with the discussion task. All right? Online shopping is gaining popularity in our country. All right? Here are some reasons why people shop online and a question for you to discuss. First, you have some time to look at the task. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Now, talk to each other, okay, about the reasons why people shop online.
Okay, I start first. Okay, it's okay. Okay, the first reason why people shop online is because it's a better prices. If we shop online, it's more cheaper than you go to the shopping mall and buy at there. And reason two is time saving. Shop online will make you cut off your time. No need to go outside to buy something else. No stuck in the jam. Okay. Okay. I agree with your point, better price and time saving. So my point for why people shop online. Okay, why people shop online? My opinion is convenience, conver, convenient, convenient. Sorry, convenient. Okay, why the convenient? Because when we buy at the shopping online, we easy to take the order, and we can to take a queue. Kalau then we go to the shop at the street, we need to take a queue so long. And then when we shop and we and why people shop online, because because follow the trend. Follow the trend because in the shop online like Shopee, like Zalora, like that, this web always follow the trend like shirt, shoe, shoe. And then the last point you can this like that. The last point is wide variety. If shopping online, you can search all of the thing you want. It's many various of type you want.
Okay.
For the
All right.
wait.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now, thank you.
Okay.
All right. You have about a minute to discuss and decide together which is the most popular reason people shop online.
Which one? Okay. Tapi dia cakap tu.
You have to sit.
Dia kena cakap ni. Ya.
What is your decision, please?
Okay. Our decision is time saving. Because time saving, like I said, it will short your time. You don't need to go outside. Just open your phone and open the app you want to buy. Then buy, and the postman will send it to your home in few days.
All right. Thank you so much. Can I have the booklet, please?
Okay.
All right. That's the end of the speaking test. Thank you, Farid. Thank you, Farhan.
Right. Okay. So I hope you guys watched that one, right? Okay. So some of you are asking question, are they pretending? Actually, they're not pretending. Actually, this is the real speaking test conducted, and they got right. One of them, got band 1, and one of them got band 2, right? Okay. So now, before we go and take a look at the good ones, right? Okay. So I want to highlight to you guys few mistakes that they made, right? Okay. Something that you should avoid, right? Okay. You should avoid and you should take note, right? Okay. So you guys kindly take note, write it there somewhere. So as a reminder, so that you guys don't repeat the same mistake, right? Okay. So now let's take a look at this. All right. Okay. So part 1, like I said, guys, there's nothing, it's not going to, you're not going to lose a lot of mark, right? Okay. In the phase 1, especially, what's your name, right? Okay. I believe you all can, give the answer, no problem. But if you look at, phase 2, right? Okay. So you see, they ask the question, what do you usually do after coming back from school? So you see, you could see that those two students, they were struggling to give a very simple, it's a simple question, what do you do usually after coming back from school? So you see, it's not a question where is factual. Everybody knows that what you do, after you come back from school. No, it's not something factual. It's on based on your experience, right? It's about your life, right? It's about your routine. So you should give a very convincing answer, right? Okay. And like I say, you don't need to be too nervous, and that boy was too nervous, right? Okay, they don't know what to say, and I don't know whether you guys remember, he said that I come back school, I wash my face, then I go, then I wash my face again. All right. So why you are repeating the same information? All right. Okay. So it's a very simple question, right? Okay. What I do usually after coming back from school, of course, I will take my shower. Then once I take my shower, then I will, eat something. Then after that, I will take a nap. Then I will, do my homework. And then I will take my shower again. Then, after that, I will take my dinner. Then I will be preparing for school tomorrow. Then I'll go to bed most probably after, like around 10, right? So basically you can say like that if you want to give a long answer. But if you want to keep it short, precise, to the point, what you do normally after you wake up, I mean, you coming back from school. Well, basically after I come back from school, I'll be very tired. So basically the first thing I'll do is I will take a shower, then I will take my lunch, then I'll go and take a nap. That's it, right? Okay, that's it. Okay, after that you don't need to say that, right? Okay, you can be very precise to the point, right? Okay, but don't repeat, like what that boy did just now, right? He was repeating the information, right, which is unnecessary, right? Okay, so that is something that you guys need to take note, right? Okay, like I say, guys, the first phase is where you build your confidence, right? Okay, if you couldn't build up your confidence, right, okay, at the first part here, then you will carry that to the second part where it will drag you, like you will drag you down, right? Okay, so the first part is the great place to start, where you start confidently, right? Okay, you start confidently, you tell your name, right? Okay, and then like give the answer in a confident manner, right? Okay, so that when you go to the second part, right, okay, you can continue that, right? Otherwise, if you starting is very important, right? How do you start, right? Okay, it's very important, right? Okay, don't come up with the saying that, oh, teacher is nothing to do with how he started. It's all about how he finished. This is not a marathon. This is not a, like athletics, where we're not talking about 100-meter, 200-meter or anything, right? Okay, it's not a baton run or anything, right? Okay, so here, how you start is very, very important. It's crucial actually, right? Okay, so if you start confidently, then you can keep up that particular like confidence in you, right? Okay, and you can carry on, right? Okay, if you do not do that, then of course from that it only can go downwards, right? Okay, so you don't want that, right? Okay, so basically when they give you the second part, right? Okay, like I say, okay, like I said, all right, let's talk about the student who was given this one, right? I hope you guys remember, right? He was what the event was. The event was what he did there, what he did there. So he's quoting back this particular information. There's no need for you to do that, right? Okay, for you to know to do that. And if you're wondering, um, so why he get a very low mark? Is it because of his accent? Is it because of the way he was not that fluent? You all can see that, right? Okay, is it because of that, or lack of like understanding, right? Okay, because he doesn't understand certain question, right? Okay, is it because of that? You know why? Because he was not precise. He was not being relevant. He's being irrelevant. They were talking about family celebration. He was talking about something else. Celebration. What do you mean by celebration? He was talking about a holiday trip. Oh, I went with my family somewhere there. Hello. We are talking about celebration. Why you are bringing a holiday trip into a celebration, right? Celebration, it's a festival. A festival is a celebration. A birthday celebration is a celebration. A wedding is a celebration, right? Okay, let's say you got a promotion, right? Okay, you celebrate, right? Okay, when you have a party, is a celebration, right? Okay, so that's what celebration. So when the moment when they give you the time, right, the 20 seconds for you to look at what you can say, you make up your mind at that time itself what you are, you analyze that particular question, right? Talk about a family celebration you had recently, not a holiday trip. All right, okay, so you have to be precise. So the reason why you get that much of mark, because he, it's nothing to do with this lack of fluency. It's nothing to do with this, like grammatical mistakes. Nothing to do with this, understanding. No, 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 no. It's about the content, right? They asked you to talk about the family celebration. You did not talk about that. So that is basically about it, right? Okay. And if you look at the second student, right? Okay, they gave, like talk about a person you admire, who this person is, right? Okay, so you see, information is very important, guys, right? Okay, you see, he said that, oh, the person that I admire is Cristiano Ronaldo, right? Okay, well, Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the famous footballer in the world, right? Okay. But guys, again, not everybody follows football, right? Okay. Not everybody watches football, right? Okay. So you may think that, oh, the examiner should know, lah, sir, right? Okay. No, no. You see, the examiner here not there to say, oh yeah, I know Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan. No, no, no. The examiner is not there for that, right? Okay. The examiner here is examining, right? Okay, whether you know what you're talking about. When you say the person is Cristiano Ronaldo, who is Cristiano Ronaldo? Why that particular student did not talk about it, right? Okay. The person that I admire the most, right, okay, is Cristiano Ronaldo, right? Okay. He's a Portuguese. He's a footballer. He's a famous footballer. He is currently playing for a football club called Manchester United, right? Okay. He played for Manchester United before. Then he moved to Spain, right, where he was playing for a club called Real Madrid. Then after that, he moved to Italy, where he was playing for Italian club, right? Okay. Then after that, now he is back at Manchester United, right? Okay. So this person, he is well built, right? Okay. He's physically strong, right? Okay. He's really, really good looking, right? Okay. And the reason why I admire him is because of his determination. He never gives up, right? Okay. Something that I also similar, all right, okay, where I don't like to give up, all right, okay, something that my father asked me to not to give up, and because he doesn't give up, right, okay, and that's why I admire this person, and he's my role model, and I think it's very important for people to have good role models, because you see, we always need someone to look up to, and that particular person can inspire us, that particular person can motivate us in order, for us to go to a greater heights in our life. So basically that's all. Thank you. That's it. All right. You should say that. But you see, if you remember correctly, that particular student, this person has mustache. Guys, have you seen Cristiano Ronaldo having mustache? Right. Okay. So, right. That's what I'm talking about. Right. That's what I'm talking about. You see, you say you admire Cristiano Ronaldo, and you are saying that Cristiano Ronaldo has mustache. Come on. All right. Okay. You see, the examiner will never comment on this. But, let's say the examiner is someone very knowledgeable. The examiner will be laughing inside, right? What? Cristiano Ronaldo is having mustache, right? Okay, come on, it's a joke, right? Okay, that's what I'm basically the reason why that student, right? Okay, some of you may argue, teacher, but he gave a lot of information, then why did he give relevant information? That is what important, guys, right? Okay, Cristiano Ronaldo having a mustache, which I never seen him having a mustache, in my life, right? Okay, right. Basically he had a beard, right? Okay, mustache not that much, right? Okay, so that's what I'm saying, right? Okay, you may think that, so are you saying that we cannot make up any like a story, teacher? Guys, for something you can make up story, right? Okay, but for this question, right, this question, talk about a person that you admire, right? Okay, well, why you need to go to Cristiano Ronaldo? You can talk about your father. You can talk about your mother. You can talk about your teacher. You can talk about your friend. You can talk about your family members, isn't it? Right? Okay. You see, we cannot admire our family members. Of course, we admire our family members. I admire my father, right? Okay. My father is my inspiration, right? Okay. You always tell me, see the best in people. That's why I never give up in any student, right? No matter all the teachers have given up, I will never give up until the student asks myself, right? Okay, teacher, why you don't want to give up on me? Or just leave me alone. I say, no way, right? Okay, because my father told me, see the best in people, right? Okay, see the best in people, right? Okay, and I'm not going to give up on you, right? Okay, so you see, the fact that like you admire, right? Okay, admire in about your family members. you can talk about your family members, right? Don't complicate things. Don't complicate things, right? Okay. So the fact that he's talking about Cristiano Ronaldo is all good and everything, but how well you know about Cristiano Ronaldo? That's a question here, right? Okay. You see, when you just simply coming up with someone and because of the sake of, oh yeah, I know Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh yeah, that's it, right? Okay. But when you do that, you will be unable to give proper or relevant information, right? If you choose your dad, right? Come on, it will be something that very easy for you to do, right? Okay. So basically, that's what you have to do, right? Okay, go with something easy. Don't complicate things, right? Don't complicate things, right? Okay. So basically that's what the part 2, right? Okay, now part 3. I don't know whether you guys notice, like I say, the examiner say you have to discuss with each other. Guys, when we are having discussion, how you will talk? Did you notice both of them? You see, one of them is looking, another one is like, he is not looking entirely to the partner, he was like, yeah, right, okay, that's it. So don't do that. Please, like, have an interaction, have an eye contact with your partner, right? Okay. Why do people shop online? You want to go first, or shall I go first? Right? Okay, be practical, be natural, right? Okay, in this case, you see, this is how I will approach this one. Would you like to go first, or shall I go first? Right? Okay. You listen, you ask, you say, oh, you carry on first, right? Okay. Well, why do people shop online? Well, in my opinion, I think that is because of convenient, right? Okay. You see, people nowadays, right? Okay, because of technology, right? Okay, everything they do, right? Okay, they want convenience, right? They want convenience, and online shopping, as good as it gets when it comes to convenience, right? Okay. You see, we don't need to go out, right? Okay. I'm sure you also don't like that, right? Okay. Me too, right? Okay. And you can just be at your home. Your goods will be delivered to your doorsteps, and all you need to do is just, with your phone, you just need to make the comparison, and you just, make the comparison and everything. You choose your goods, and you just wait, and everything will be delivered to your home, right? Okay. You don't even need to break a sweat, right? Okay. Isn't that everyone, like, wants that, right? Okay. So basically, I think, like, that is like, why people shop online. So what about you, right? Okay, do you agree with me, right? Okay. And then for candidate B, well, of course, talk about something that your partner just spoke, like, yeah, of course, like, I am 100% agree with you, because convenient is the main reason, right? Okay. But at the same time, I also feel that there are also other reasons, right, why people shop online, right? Okay. So one of them being, right, okay, time saving. Okay. You see, we are living in a fast-paced world, right? Okay, where people like to do everything, like, very fast, and the fact that, like, they like to save time, right? Okay, nobody like to waste time. I don't know about you, I'm not somebody like to waste time, right? Okay. And then, with online shopping, we can do that, right? Okay. You see, you don't need to go out, you don't need to take your car, you don't need to go and queue up, you don't need to, like, be in a crowded place, like, you could save time. Literally, you can do multitasking, while you are doing shopping online, and you can also do your work, right? Okay. So basically, like, you can save a lot of time, right? Okay. And then, like, time is very, very important, right? Okay. And if you're able to save time, well, isn't it a good thing? Well, what do you think, right? Okay. And then you continue. Yeah, of course, time saving is very, very important, right? Okay. At the same time, I also think that, like, better prices also being one of the a good reason why people shop online, right? Okay. So basically, those boys, right? Okay, they just spoke about one reason, right? Each one. But um, the fact that they give a lot of information, but most of the information are not relevant. That is the problem, right? Okay, that is the problem. You see, he's talking about, like, previously I missed one thing about the part 2, right? The person admire, right? Okay, the boy, right? Okay, he doesn't know what is admire. So the examiner rephrased. If you're wondering, teacher, if that, like if we do that, is, is there any kind of like mark deduction? No, no. Again, the fact that he doesn't understand, no problem. But you know what? When the examiner asked, who do you admire? You know what he said? I admire my sister. My sister, yeah, my sister. My sister is study my education, Why you admire your sister? Is it because your sister is studying? Hey, everybody's sister might be studying or working, like because you admire your sister because she's studying or something. It doesn't make any sense, isn't it? It doesn't make any sense. So that's what I'm saying, right? Please make some sense, right? Don't just come up with, oh, I admire my sister because she's studying, right? Okay. It's not logic, right? Okay. It's not logic, right? Okay. So that's basically, right? Okay. So the same thing. All right. Yeah. So and another thing is like, you see, why do people shop online, right? Okay. So basically, be relevant. Don't give irrelevant details, right? Okay. Don't talk about irrelevant, right? Okay. And then, so the interaction should be natural, right? Okay. And the taking turns, right? Okay. Give and take, right? Okay. Don't dominate, right? Okay. Don't dominate the proceedings, right? Okay. Just give your partner a chance, right? Okay. That's why you have 6 points there, right? Okay. Even if you want to talk about 1 point, but you should be someone, you should be good at elaborations, right? Okay. If you cannot elaborate, then you should go for another point, right? Then how to kill time, right? Okay. So basically, guys, that's what you guys have to focus on, right? Okay. All right. Now, I believe you guys have seen that video of that students, right? Okay. So now let's take a look at a video of good students, right? Okay. What you should do, how you should approach this, right? Okay. One thing that you may feel when you watch this video, right? Okay. Because these two students, one of them got band 5, one of them got band 6, right? Okay. So that's the highest band lah, band 6, right? Okay. Band 5 is the next to it, right? Okay. So you might think, wow, teacher, I'm not that good, this good, I can't speak like this. Again, before I play the video, I don't want you guys to focus on the way they talk, their accent, their pronunciation, their fluency, the use of grammar, their mastery of grammar. No. Focus on their content. The question asks how they answer them. All right. Okay. You look at that. All right. That's what I want you guys to look at this. All right. Okay. If you make a mistake, all right, like I say, mistake mean what, right? Are you talking about mistake in content? If mistake in content means, all right, yeah, you should be worried. All right. Okay. That means mistake in content mean you give grammar, you don't need to worry. Guys, don't worry. Grammar, you don't need to worry. All right. Okay. You see, all the speaking exam, right? IELTS, International English Language Testing System, MUAT, Cambridge, TOEFL, right? Okay, and another one that what is another one? I forgot. It's a very famous one that test, right? Okay, I can't come to my mind now. Okay, I can't remember, right? But the point is, right? Okay. No. I don't think you will make that kind of mistakes, right? Okay. And like I say, they are not focusing on grammar, guys, right? Okay. This is not a grammar exam, right? It's a speaking exam. So when you are talking about speaking exam, they focus on speaking exam. That's it. Basically, that's all, right? Okay. You see, if somebody asks you a question, what is your name? All right. Okay. Will you be focusing on, oh, future tense, future perfect tense, past tense, past simple tense, is, are, be verb, auxiliary verb? That's how you guys will be answering question. If people ask you what's your name, Muthu, that's it. You can say like that. Oh, my name is Muthu, right? You can say like that. But the point being here, oh, I cannot speak proper English, right? Okay, so I say Muthu. Does that answer the question? Yes, it does. So don't worry. right? Oh, you did not use proper auxiliary verb. You did not use a subject, right? You should have introduced your name by my name. My good name is, right? No, the focus is not on that. The focus is, did you answer the question? Is it relevant? Right? Okay. What is your name? Muthu. What is Muthu? My name. That's it. Done. Right? Okay. Basically, that's it. Right? Okay. So now let me play the video, right? The good students, right? Guys, I want you guys to focus on the content, right? Okay. Focus on the content, right? Okay. Don't focus on the fluency, don't focus on the accent, don't focus on the grammar, don't focus on their mastery of grammar, right? No, nothing, right? Okay, then you will know why I'm saying this. All right, okay, just hold on, I'll stop this one and I will play this.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Puan Alawia, and this is my colleague, Puan Nosha Zwani. She'll just listen to us. What's your name?
My name is Muhammad Anas Rizki.
Okay. And what about you? What's your name?
My name is Tanisha Rampau.
All right. Anas,
Yes.
where do you live?
I live in Precinct 11, Putrajaya.
And you, Tanisha?
I live in Precinct 8, Putrajaya.
Anas, how do you come to school every day?
I come to school with my mother.
And you, Tanisha?
I walk to school.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you about your daily routine.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to start with Anas.
Yes.
What do you normally do after you wake up?
I brush my teeth and then I went to pray, the Subuh prayer. And it depends. If it is a school day, I'll get prepared to school, I'll take my shower, and also I'll get my breakfast. But in the weekends, I will just go back to sleep.
What do you normally do after you wake up, Tanisha?
Usually when I wake up, I will go brush my teeth, wash my face, take a bath, like usual. And on school days, I would have my breakfast early, get ready for school, then go to school. But if it was on the weekends, I would usually have my breakfast, and then I would play outside for a while.
Okay. Anas,
Yes.
what do you usually do after coming back from school?
It depends. If it is on Mondays and Tuesdays, I will usually have tuition classes from 6 to 8. But if it on Wednesdays and Fridays, I will just go to the field and play with my friends.
Okay. Tanisha, what do you do on weekends?
On weekends, usually I would play outside with my siblings and my father. We would play sports usually. And if we're not playing sports during the evening time, I have tuition classes.
Okay. In this part of the test, I'm going to give...
Right, guys, right? Okay, so we take a look at this part one here, right? Okay, so sorry for the interruption. I just would like to add in a few things, right? Okay, I just want you guys to focus on this one. Well, what really took place just now, right? Okay, as you can see, they were very precise to the point, right? When they asked, what's your name? That's it, right? Okay. How do you come to school? I come to school with my mother, right? I walk, right? Okay. Then after that, yeah, it's a simple answer, is simple as that, right? Okay. But you may focus at the simple answer, but within that simple answer, the content is 100% relevant to the question being asked. That is the most important thing that you all have to focus, right? Okay, you see, if they are asking you guys, how do you come to school? Well, everybody come to school in some way. Well, some people use bus, some people use their motorbike, some people use their leg, or some people even fly. This is not precise to the question, right? Okay, that means basically, when they ask you, how do you come to school? I come to school with my mother. That's it. Done. That's it. Done. That's it. Right? Okay. You don't need to, oh, well, actually, my mother always wake up in the morning, or my mother is, driving a BMW. They didn't ask you that, guys. Right? They didn't ask you that. Right? Okay. So you see, like I say, make it simple. Do not make it difficult, right? Okay. Students tend to make it difficult for themselves. In the end, they say that, wow, it's so difficult. Is it really? Who made it difficult, right? Okay, you guys, or you know, the particular question is difficult? I don't think so. The question is very straightforward. So when the question is straightforward, be straightforward as possible, right? Okay, so when they ask you, what you do after you come, after you wake up, right? You see, very relevant. When you wake up, I wash my face, I brush my teeth, then I pray. Then after that, you see, they give some additional information. If you notice, if it's weekends, well, normally I'll go to sleep, right? Okay, if it's a school day, then I'll get prepared for my school, right? Okay, yeah. Is this relevant? Yeah, it's relevant, right? Okay, it's relevant, right? But if you are talking about something not relevant, then it's unnecessary, right? Okay, so that's what you guys have to do, right? Okay, so I hope you guys can see that, right? Okay, very precise to the question, right? Okay, so let's continue, right? Okay, and we are going to go to the second part, right? Okay, focus carefully on the way that they answer, right? Okay, especially the part where they speak for 1 minute, right? Okay, just focus carefully.
Give each of you a topic, and I'd like you to talk about it on your own for about a minute.
Okay.
You also need to answer a question briefly about your partner's topic. Anas,
Yes.
it's your turn first. Here's your task.
Okay.
I'd like you to talk about a family celebration you had recently. First, you have some time to think about what you're going to say.
Okay.
All right?
Alright.
You may start now.
Last holiday, I went back to Jakarta, Indonesia. We are having our annual family gathering. It was in my house, Jakarta, Indonesia. Over there are my families, my relatives, my friends, all of them in one place. We do many activities together, from dancing. We also had food together, we eat together, we sleep together, we watch movies together. And yes, I enjoy myself over there.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Tanisha,
Yes.
what was the last celebration you had?
The last celebration I had was my dad's 45th birthday. That was last week.
How did you have a good time?
Yes, I had a very good time with all my family.
Thank you. Can I have the booklet, please?
Yes.
Now, Tanisha, here's your task. I'd like you to talk about a person you admire. First, you have some time to think about what you're going to say. All right? You may start now.
The person that I admire is my father. My father is a well-known professor in University of Malaya. I admire him because of many reasons. For example, he has been to many reputable universities, and he has also given many lectures in conferences. Other than that, my father is also a very strong and independent man. He is the one who has taught me to become independent and not rely on other people. My father has also taught me kindness and compassion, and he is one of the reasons that I have become the person that I am today. I am very grateful for my father, and I admire him very much.
Thank you, Tanisha. Anas, who do you admire?
The person that I admire the most is Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, because although he's old, he can still rule Malaysia as it is now.
Thank you. Can I have the booklet, please?
Right. Okay, guys. Sorry for the interruption again. Right. Okay. So for the 1 minute, right? Okay. If you notice, very precise, especially, can you see the difference from the answer given by these two students compared to the other one that you watch, right? Okay, you see about the family gathering, right? Okay, you see he knows what he's talking about. He said that I went back to Jakarta. It was an annual family gathering. So annual family gathering, like whenever there's a family gathering, there's a family, celebration, all right? Okay, and you see he didn't talk about the information, right? He didn't talk about the information, right? Okay, so the Mina, if you are wondering about, you see, they talk continuously, but they were not fast, right? Okay, they were not fast, right? Okay, they were speaking in a good pace, right? Okay, then Mina, you no need to just, I know I say that you have to compose yourself, you have to take a little bit time, but don't do that too much also, right? Okay, don't give too much of occasional pauses, right? Okay, and everything, because you see, you only have 1 minute, right? Okay, in that 1 minute, let's say you are taking like the family celebration that I recently had is my grandfather's birthday. It was in 2019, right? Okay, you see, this is not, the pace that I want, right? Okay, the pace should be, when I say compose yourself, means talk in a like composed manner, means, right? The last family celebration that I had, right? Okay, so see that the pace should be like that, right? Okay, so when you talk like that, also your voice also will be very clear, right? Okay, so the clarity will be there, right? Okay, the clarity is very important. They don't focus on your pronunciation, they don't focus on your grammar, they don't focus on your fluency, they don't focus on your understanding, but the clarity, right? That is very important. You cannot mumble to yourself, the family celebration I had, you cannot be like mumbling to yourself. That's not the way, right? Okay, so that's why, right? Okay, so you can see that they are very clear, right? Okay, and the part that I like about them is, right? Okay, the information. What activities you do there? We are dancing, we are eating, right? Okay, we are sleeping together, right? Okay, right? Okay, yeah, that's it. And if you talk about, right? Okay, don't be wearing mask, right? Okay, this was, they already had it, last time, like it's like a trial, right? Okay, trial and everything, right? Okay, don't worry, but when they did this, it was safe, right? Okay, all right, don't worry. All right, now if you look at the girl was also very precise to the point, like she chose the father because the same thing to do, right? Okay, my father, why? And she gave, like lot of adjectives, he's independent, he's strong, right? Okay, yeah, that's what we want, like when you admire people, why you admire them? Because you have to give them adjectives, superlatives, that's why, right? Okay, so only then, right? Okay, then you can do that, right? Okay, oh, if you're wondering, like the question is, don't we be wearing mask? Well, I do not know that particular procedure there, right? Okay, with this COVID SOPs. If they ask you to wear your mask, all right, okay, you should wear your mask, but that should not hinder you from talking, because you see, the examiner is sitting very close to you, right? Okay, it's not that the examiner is sitting very far away from you, right? So don't worry about that. I know that is very difficult for you guys to speak, wearing the mask. I understand that. I totally understand that, right? Okay, even being a teacher myself, like when I'm teaching, I'm someone who like to talk a lot, right? Okay, and then wearing the mask and to speak, like it is, I find it kind of like hard, right? Okay, but since this one, like they are very close to you, and it should not be a problem, right? Okay, all right, so that what you guys can look at that, right? Okay, so you see, very precise to the point, right? Okay, so that is the most important thing, right? Okay, so let's continue, right? Okay, you take a look the rest of it, right? Okay, then later we will just look into it, right? Okay, just hold on.
Now, I'd like you to talk about something together for about 3 minutes. The task will have 2 parts. In the first part, you will discuss something with each other for about 2 minutes. Then in the second part, you will have another minute to make a decision together.
Okay.
All right. Let's begin with the discussion task. Online shopping is gaining popularity in our country. All right, here are some reasons why people shop online and a question for you to discuss. First, you have some time to look at the task.
Okay. So time saving is maybe one of the main reasons why people shop online right now, because it saves time. It also helps us more surfing.
How about this? I'll talk about this,
Yeah.
this and that.
Yeah.
Are you
sure.
okay with that?
I think we should talk about convenience too.
Okay.
I can tell about the better prices and also no crowds.
So I'll talk about convenience.
Yeah, what
What
variety
variety?
and for the trend. Sure.
Okay, now talk to each other about the reasons why people shop online.
So my opinion, why people shop online right now? Because firstly, it's saving time. Usually when we go to the mall, we will go store by store and we will survey the product first before we buy, right?
Yes.
So if we look at the online shopping, for example, Lazada or Grab, for example, we can save time right there because we just search it, buy it, and yeah, we'll get it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
In addition to that, I see when you shop online, you can find a much more wider variety of products
True.
compared to in the store.
Yeah.
In the store, you may only find 2 pairs of shirts, but online you'll have many pairs and in different kind of shapes and sizes.
True, because not all online shopping is from Malaysia. They're from USA also, so we can get some stuffs from USA instead of Malaysia. So other than that, online shopping had offered better prices rather than the shoppings in the mall. Rather than shops in the mall.
Yes, I agree. And furthermore, it is also very convenient. As you said, we can also access products from around the world.
Yes.
And when we shop online, we don't have to go to other countries to get those products.
True.
We can buy them from the comfort of our own.
Yes.
Moreover, we can also follow the trend of online shopping from the comfort of our own home.
I agree with that. Also, if we follow the trend, so if many people shop online, the roads will be empty, and also the traffic jams in Malaysia will be reduced, making Malaysia one of the most least jammed countries in the world.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, you have about a minute to discuss and decide together which is the most popular reason people shop online.
So my opinion, it is time saving because, as I said, if you go to the mall, it will be jammed in the roads, and also we will have lesser time seeing products.
I agree, but I also think that convenience is a big reason.
And why is that?
Because it is very convenient to shop from online because we can just stay in our homes. We don't have to go outside. We can just stay in our homes.
Sure. Okay, so to our opinion, people shop online right now because it's much more convenient than we go to the mall.
Okay, thank you. Can I have the booklet, please?
Yes.
That's the end of the speaking test. Thank you, Tanisha. Thank you, Anas.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So I hope you guys saw that, right? Okay. So the last part, right? Okay. So there are a few things I would like to highlight here, right? Okay. So compared to the first video, right? Okay. You don't need to watch. You don't need to watch the teacher. They are not relevant, right? Okay. They are not relevant. Ignore them, right? Okay, guys. You see, you guys are so much worried about the examiner, the person sitting there, right? The table, maybe the chair, right? Okay, hey, screw them all, right? Okay, don't worry about that, right? Don't worry about that. You see, focus on yourself, all right? And for the part 3, you have to focus on your partner, right? Because your partner, you have to discuss with them, right? Okay, so that is the task at hand. Focus at the task at the hand, right? Okay, if you're focusing on something else, right? Like I say, right? Okay, it only will make you worry. Oh my God, you know, she's looking at me. Oh my God. Oh, her eyes are so big. Oh my God, I think I'm saying something wrong there. Oh my God, she's having a like a smirk. Oh my God, she's having a like an inner laugh. Oh my God, I'm a disaster. You see, all this will play in your mind if you're looking at the examiner, right? Okay, if you're looking at the expression, you know, if you're looking at the face, right? Okay. So why bother about them? They are not important here, guys. They are just doing their job as they're just asking your question. That's it. So you just do your job, right? Okay. So the few things I would like to highlight here is, if you notice, the first thing, they had a plan, right? They had a plan. You guys were like worried, or teacher, can we just, talk about 2 or 3 things, or you see, they discuss among each other. Hey, can I talk about this? You like to talk about this? You want to talk about this? You want to talk about this? So when you already plan like that, it makes your life easier, isn't it? Right? Okay. You no need to have a confusion that, oh my God, before I could say this, my partner going to say that, oh, I thought I want to say this because that looks very easy, but I think he will steal my point. Wow, this is not fair. You don't need to have all that if you already plan out with your partner, right? Okay, just plan out. Hey, what do you think? Shall I go for this one? Okay, right. Okay, you already come to an agreement there, right? Okay, good. Then you start, and like I said, the first video there, right? They were barely looking at each other, and did you notice that they had high contact and they were like smiling with each other, and they were asking, do you agree? Yes, I agree. And they are using transition signal in addition to that. Moreover, other than that, right? Okay, all these are part of a conversation, right? You can't have a conversation without you doing this, right? Okay, if you do all this, I'm sure you guys will be good, right? Okay, and you see, they are helping out each other, isn't it? Right? Okay, you see, they are telling this one, and he's saying that, don't you think so? It's time saving. Yeah. She said, yeah. It's time saving and everything, right? So this is what you need to do, right? Okay, and another part I would like to explain here is also where when they have to make a decision, right? Okay, he said time saving, she said convenient, right? Okay, and he asked her, why you say that, right? And she was saying, oh, because I think right, convenient is the most important thing and everything, right? Okay, and you see, both of them presented their decision to the right, okay, the examiner. Yeah, I think that judging by that, right, I think that we go for convenient, right? Okay, so that that's all. Basically, that's all, right? Okay, so guys, I would like to again highlight, right? Okay, I know, I understand that you guys all are, like thinking that, teacher, this looks something, new, right? Okay, I know that you guys are used to, looking at the examiner, looking at your friends and everything, guys. That are the main reason, right, why you guys are being nervous, right? If you remember last week, I told you guys something, right? Okay, something that my teacher told me, right? Okay, the Mina, don't care about other people, right? Okay, like I told you, I was totally bad at English and everything, like the teacher want to help me, right? Okay, she was an Indian, right? Like I was talking to her in Indian language, and I asked her, because she's the only teacher who wanted to help me, what do you want me to do? She said, talk in English. I was like, come on, like I'm totally a disaster when I come to English. And I asked, then what happened? If I talk in English and people will laugh at me. And she asked me only one question. People laugh at you, people look at you, people stare at you, people cry blood at you, right? Okay, or people laugh like a baby at you, right? Okay, why you care? Why you care, right? Are you speaking for them? Are you speaking it for you? Then I was like, oh yeah, I'm not speaking for them, I'm speaking for myself, because I want to improve my English, right? Okay, I'm not doing this for them, I'm doing this for me. So class, you guys are doing this speaking exam for the examiner or for yourself? That's the question. All right. Okay, if you know the answer to the question, then I think you know what I'm trying to say to you guys, right? Okay, so basically just ignore the examiner, basically ignore them, right? Okay, focus at the task at the end, right? Okay, when they ask you a question, you give the relevant answer, right? Okay, and it's another thing that I'd like to highlight here, right? If you notice, the facial expression, okay, did you see them being too rigid, and did you see them being too serious? No, they will always smile on their face, right, guys? That's what you need to do. Have some enthusiasm. Yeah, they laugh each other, right? Okay, they laugh at each other. So because that makes more natural, right? Okay, because they approach it as something a part of their daily life, right? Okay, like don't tell me you guys don't have a conversation with your friend, right? Okay, if suddenly somebody come and ask you, hey, what do you think, why people shop online? Let's say your friend asks, hey, what do you think, You are telling something. I think as this one, your friend will say something. Basically is that they just did that's it, right? That's it. So basically that's what you guys should do, right? Okay. So please be comfortable, please, don't be too nervous, and please always have a smile in your face, right? Okay. And then uh, that all, if you're wondering, teacher, why we should do all this, have a smile on our face, we should, compose, be natural, guys, I'm asking you all to do all this for yourself, all right, for your self-esteem, all right, okay, for your self-confidence, nothing else, all right, okay. As much as you do all this, you will grow in confidence and you will realize that you are doing a great job, right? Okay, believe me, I take this advice from someone who can't even utter a single word of English, right? I think I've told this story so many times to you guys, right? Until Form 4, I can't speak a single word of English, right? Okay, if I'm in front of you, like as an English teacher who've been, like teaching, like for more than like 15 years now, right? Okay, guys, how is that all this possible, right? Because I just follow whatever my teacher asked me to do. Just ignore people, right? Okay, just focus on the task at their hand, right? Okay, just be confident, right? Okay, you are doing this for who? Yourself or the others, right? Okay, I think you all basically know, like a lot of famous people also would have said the same thing, right? Okay, I don't know whether you guys know about this, right? Okay, I'm sure you guys know, right? Okay, who's this? Robert Downey Jr., isn't it, right? Okay, I mean, the famous superhero, right? Okay, the man who played the famous superhero character of them all, right? Okay, Iron Man, right? Okay, you see, back at school, he was someone used to be very, very bad, like, right? Okay, he's not that good at his studies, right? But he got one thing, right? You know what? When the teacher tend to ask any question, right? Okay, this guy, right, will be like, oh, let me answer, right? Okay, no, not let me answer. I forgot. He had a lot of friends who are like really, really great, really good, they are fluent, they are knowledgeable and everything, but you know what these people all will say? They all will never answer. They will tell to him, hey, you answer, you answer, you answer. So this guy is very brave, so he will answer, but most of the time he will get it wrong, but you know what? He doesn't care. He doesn't care, because you know why? Because of his attitude of, trying, right? Even though people, who are better than him, right? Okay, they all are very reserved, they don't want to try, right? That is the reason that he is the most famous actor in the world today, right? Okay, because he was daring to try, right? Okay, basically that's it. Like Rowan Atkinson, I think you all know who is Rowan Atkinson, right? Okay, the actor who played Mr. Bean, right? Okay, there's one interesting story. So bear with me, I will just finish in a while, right? There was one incident where, right? Okay, one teacher was teaching in the class, right? Okay, mathematics teacher, right? Okay, so the class was a very tense situation, and the environment was very tense. The teacher is very strict and everything, right? Okay, so the teacher asked Rowan Atkinson in front, right? Hey, come and settle this math, right? Okay, math question. So this guy, he doesn't know how to do it, and he go and just write something lah, right? Okay, so everybody laughed, everybody laughed. Oh, look at that and everything, right? Okay, so the teacher was scolding all the students and saying that, right? Okay, hey, oh, why you do this? Like, so the teacher was telling Rowan Atkinson, hey, don't mind them, are you hurt because they are laughing at you, right? And everything. You know what Rowan Atkinson said? Teacher, no, I'm not hurt, right? Actually, I'm happy. The teacher was asking, what do you mean by happy? They all are laughing at you because you gave the answer you gave was wrong, right? Okay, that's why they're laughing at you, right? Okay, and you are saying that you are happy. How's that? You know what Rowan Atkinson said? Teacher, you are teaching for around 1 hour now, right? Okay, the environment in our class was totally bad, like, right? Everybody was tense up, everybody was stressed and everything, right? Okay, and you can't even, like, make us feel happy, right? Okay, I didn't do anything. I just come and give a one wrong answer and everyone is laughing, right? Okay, that shows that I am better than you. That shows that I'm better than you, right? Okay, so you see, I can make people, laugh by just giving one wrong answer, and you've been teaching for 1 hour, you can't even make people understand and you can't even make them laugh, right? Okay, he changed the environment basically, exactly, right? Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say there, class, right? Okay, So that is the reason why this guy, okay, the Mr. Bean series, that the one he took, right, okay, the one he film is famous for, he did that somewhere in 80s, you know. But if you play that Mr. Bean series until now, even this generation, they still can laugh. How's that? That shows that how good is this guy was, right? Okay, so basically everything is about confidence. Everything is about taking things as it is. Don't take it personally. Oh, he's laughing at me, he's looking at me, wow, he's pointing something at me, oh, he's talking about me. Please don't do that. Just ignore, just do your task, and you guys should be okay. All right, okay. All right, guys, thank you so much for bearing with me, right? I'm sorry for the extra time I took, and I hope you guys are very clear about the speaking, but I thought of going for the listening, but it looks like we couldn't make it today. But I'm happy that we have done with this speaking, right? Okay, I hope with the explanation I gave last week, and also with the video that I showed you guys, right? Okay, the good one and also the average one. So I believe that you guys are clear, right? Okay, but still, if you have any question, right, okay, feel free to ask me, right? Okay, and next week also you can continue, right? Okay, we can continue, right? Okay, I think today the time is already up, right? Okay, but before I let you guys go, is there anything that you guys want to ask? Anything that you guys are still not that clear about the speaking paper 3, right? Speaking, anything, guys? Anything? Nothing? Sure, you guys are okay? Good? All good? All fine? All right, okay, thank you so much for Azri, right? Okay, Azizi. Well, I do have some tips, right? Okay, but please make sure you are there in next week's class. I will tell you that, and I will start with that, and we will go to listening, right? Okay, so because I think that today we already exceeded the time limit, right? Okay, I don't want to go on that because I got a lot of tips, right? Okay, but if I were to say all that today, I think we will be like continuing for another 1 more hour, right? Okay, so next week, definitely, right? Okay, definitely I will start with that, right? Tips for improving your speaking skill, right? What I did, you know, how I managed to do this in a very short space of time, right? Okay, and so I will tell you all that, right? Okay, and don't worry, I will say something different, not something that, oh, you have to do this, you have to do this, oh, you have to speak, right? No, 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 no. I will tell you something very interesting, right? Okay, you guys will be thinking, why this also can be done, all right? You guys will be thinking like that, right? Okay, so don't worry, definitely next week I will share my tips on you, right? Okay, then after that we will move to listening, right? Okay, all right, guys, take care. That's it, I believe, right? I you know, like yeah, I'm looking forward to next week also. Take a good care of yourself, stay safe, and have a nice weekend until we see next week. Bye bye, take care.